I did it. We did it. We did it, Joe. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me see. Am I centered here? Um, all right. Centered enough. All right. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Hey, y'all. Welcome to day 3 of 3 days to reclaim, reframe, and refine your public speaking delivery. I'm Kenyon, your public speaking coach. I help ambitious professionals, especially Black women leaders, to amplify your voices, own your space, and speak with clarity, confidence, and charisma. My mission is to empower you to step into every room like you belong there because you absolutely do. Okay? Forget about what you bring to the table, baby. Let me not go there. We just getting started. Okay. So over these 3 days, you've been following this journey from flaw to feature to finesse. Yes, flaw, feature, finesse. On day 1, we reframe the lies we've told ourselves. We reframe those lies. The things that we believed about ourselves, the things we believed to be flaws. Baby, it wasn't a flaw, it was a feature. Okay? That's what we did on day 1. We listed out some of the things that people told us were flaws, and we took some steps to kind of reframe that. On day 2, we reclaim those flaws as unique features that make us unforgettable. The things that make you unique are the things that make you unforgettable. Please don't you ever forget that. And today what we're going to do is refine and showcase those features with finesse so you can deliver with confidence, clarity, and impact. Because what you have to say needs to be said, and it can bring about change in the community. That's what we're here for today. So I want to tell you why finesse and repetition matter. There's a reason why we repeat things. I want you to know that refinement is the art of intentionality. We're intentional when we're refining. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being polished. It's about delivering in such a way that you can ensure that every word, every gesture, and every pause lands with a purpose. This is why finesse and repetition matter. So one key tool, I love this mug, by the way. It says root for your doggone self. One key tool for refining your message is repetition. Why? Because we're hardwired for it as humans. This is how we process and retain information. It's through repetition. So I want you to think about your favorite songs or your favorite quotes. Maybe there's a Bible verse that you had to do at your Easter speech on Sunday morning. Those things were done in repetition. You remember them because you heard them over and over and over and over again. And it's the same thing in public speaking. Repetition reinforces your message, it builds rhythm, and it creates an emotional resonance between yourself and your audience. It's this repartee where you guys are going back and forth. And what we're doing today is we're going to harness the power of repetition and finesse to make your message magnetic. See, I love alliteration. Just roll with me. So let's revisit some of the things that we uncovered on yesterday. Think back to that flaw that you reframed as a fleet. Think back to the flaw that we reframed as a feature. Think back to it, okay? And ask yourself, how can this feature shine in your next speaking moment? How do you take this so-called flaw, reframe it as a feature, and use it as an opportunity for you to shine in your next speaking moment? Here's an example. Let's practice. Today, I'm here to make an impact, right? That's what I'm here to do. So if your feature was boldness, I want you to say that with strength. Today, I'm here to make an impact. Now, if your feature is empathy, I want you to say that phrase with warmth. Today, I'm here to make an impact. And if your feature is intensity, I want you to say it with focus. Today, I'm here to make an impact. Take a moment and say it out loud. Today, I'm here to make an impact. That is a word or that's a phrase that you can use and take for yourself until you find your own if you don't have one. But I truly believe that today I am here to make an impact. Take a moment and say it out loud for yourself because this is your feature that's going to shape your delivery. Share in the chat and write it down, keep it to yourself, but do something with that. I want you to think about how it feels to deliver that phrase with your feature in the forefront. It's not a flaw anymore. Your flaws are now features. And what we're doing today is finessing those features, putting a little polish on it. You got to shine it up, put a little sprinkle on it, okay? So let's take a core message that you may have, and we're going to refine this for maximum impact. So I want you to think about maybe you said something like, I empower leaders to turn fear into confidence. I don't like that one. Let me change that up. Maybe if somebody asked you, what is it that you do? Oh, I lead entrepreneurs and Black women and educators and entrepreneurs to find their voice so that they can go ahead and speak on stages with this commanding presence. You see how that's going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And what we need is something that's clear and concise and to the point, something that's clear and concise and to the point. So instead of me saying, I help Black women, especially, because I am one and I can relate a little bit more than I can with others. Not saying I can't relate to others. I be helping Black women get their stuff together when it's time to talk on stage. Let's put some polish on it. Let's finesse it up. I empower leaders to take fear and move it to confidence when they speak. It's a little bit more to the point. But let's put some power behind that. Power words are going to be the words that evoke emotion and they command attention. So some of your power words that you may want to use are empower, transform, ignite, inspire, breakthrough, elevate. These words bring about the connotation of a transformation taking place. It's taking somebody from where they were to where they want to be. It's taking people from the desert to the land of milk and honey. It's taking people from out of Egypt into the place they're supposed to be. My people are not meant to be in bondage, okay? But you want to use words that bring about this energy, okay? So if I say, I empower leaders to transform, my words, I'm slipping up on my words. I empower leaders to transform fear into confidence and ignite lasting change. That's good. Can I make it better? Absolutely. But I'm doing this workshop with you. I'm doing this series with you. I'm working at the same time that you are. Think of what it is that your core message is. What is it that you do? Who do you help? And how do you get them there? I empower leaders to transform fear into confidence and ignite lasting change in public speaking. Try your message out. Try it out. Now let's talk about embedding that message with intention. You want to repeat it a few times, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, each time with a different tone. Tone, timbre, these things definitely come into place. You can practice saying your phrase with a warm tone. You can practice saying your phrase with authority. You can practice saying your phrase with passion, as if you're inspiring the crowd. With authority, because you want to lead a team, or warmly, like you're speaking to a friend. You have to consider your audience. Why does this work? Repetition reinforces your message, which makes things more memorable and gives you that impact you're looking for. So every time you repeat your message, you give your audience another opportunity to connect with your words and who you are. So take a moment and reflect. I want you to think about the kind of tone that you will use when you deliver to your audience. Think about the tone you'll use with your audience, okay? Depending on who I'm talking to, a whisper might be necessary. If I'm speaking to my kids and they didn't do something that I told them to do 5 years ago, and I just remembered that they didn't do it because ADD who? The tone that I'm going to take with my kids after I've told them once, twice, 3 times, it's going to change every single time. Clean your room. Put your toys away. First time. That was warmly. Clean your room. Put your toys away. Authority. Clean your room. Put your toys away. Threatening. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? So we're going to practice what I call the pause and punch. The pause and punch. Pause and punch. You're going to say your message. You're going to pause for a couple of seconds so that you can emphasize your most powerful word. Remember, those power words we talked about before were empower, ignite, elevate, transform. Okay. So, for example, if I say, I empower leaders, because I'm going to pause and punch, I empower leaders to transform fear into confidence. A little pause with a punch. Take a moment and notice how the pause and emphasis make your words land more powerfully. I empower leaders to transform fear into confidence. This makes me think of a type of person who has a rhythm and cadence that's very special. They're known as PIMPs. PIMPs. I don't know if I can say that word and the things won't flag me here. But if someone works in a particular industry, they usually have a representative, and this representative is their front man who collects all their money, right? And they have a certain swagger, and they have a certain rhythm and cadence to the way that they deliver what it is that they have to say. And when they speak in that way, people pay attention to what they have to say. Hey, okay. Some of y'all gonna catch that. Another thing, your presence is part of your finesse. So I want you to practice making eye contact. Imagine dividing the room into different zones if you're speaking. Make sure you speak to the zone to your left, the zone towards your center, and the zone to your right. I want you to practice posture. Standing tall is always a good move to make, because when you shrink, you can't shine, baby. And we ain't doing that up in 2025. We're going to shine in 2025. No more shrinking. No more shrinking. Standing tall and having an open chest is part of the setup that we do when we're singing. You want to stand tall and let your confidence shine. And if you don't have confidence, baby, have courage, because the confidence is on the way. Another thing you can do to boost engagement is to use gestures and not throwing up stuff like this. Use gestures that are intentional, hand movements, things that are punctuated, and things that emphasize your message. I think I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing this all by myself. So whether one person is watching or 100, y'all gonna get this message today. I want to remind you that you guys have done incredible work during this series. And every week I present to you a brand new, never before done series. And I want to give you the tools to keep building and building and building and building. And one of the tools that I have for you, so you can continue to build, is the Speak Like a Pro bundle. Speak Like a Pro bundle, because Pro stands for power, reach, and opportunity. This is your next step to help you master public speaking with clarity, confidence, and charisma. There's that alliteration again. When you do things in threes, using things in threes, that helps with how humans think. We think in threes. That's one thing. Alliteration is another technique you can use in your public speaking. But here's what's inside the Speak Like a Pro bundle. There's a warm-up video, because me being a musician, you got to warm up your voice. And the voice that I'm using right now, it's not the voice that you're going to hear at 4 o'clock from me. It's a different voice. This is I'm just gently warming up my voice. Because later on in the day, I'm going to need my voice for something else, and I need it to be more present. So the voice that I'm giving you right now is just a little dialed back. I got to protect my voice. This is how we eat up and around here. Okay. Other things in the Speak Like a Pro bundle. You get the warm up video to prepare your voice and mindset. So, in there, you'll find some affirmations, you'll find some visualizations, and you'll find some breathing exercises that take less than 7 minutes before you deliver your next pitch, presentation, or speech. Also, in the Speak Like a Pro bundle is the the Speak Like a Pro series, and this one breaks down each day with power, reach, and opportunity. So there's exercises for you to do that boost your power. There's exercises for you to do that boost your reach, and there's exercises for you to do that boost your opportunities when you watch these videos. It comes to you in an email. And the final thing that's in the Speak Like a Pro bundle is 30 days of affirmations and actions for public speaking. And this is a workbook that's coming soon. I ain't finished with it yet, but it's coming. Okay, it's on the way. It's only $77 pre-sale because this offer ends once I had a workbook in there. When that workbook is added, the price goes up to $97. And if you're ready to work with me even further, and I love that Desmond's already booked his clarity call. Desmond's already booked a clarity call with me, so I'll see him Saturday. If you're ready to go even further, the 30-day speaker sprint is for you. So early bird pricing, I've got 3 slots available. Early bird pricing is $1,497, but I only have 3 spots at that price. I want you to be able to build on what we've already started. And these free classes I'm giving you every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is the perfect way for you to get introduced to how I work, how I move, what I do, how I deliver. Okay? I want you to build on that momentum so we can take your skills to the next level. Now, over these 3 days, you reframe the lies that you've been told, the lies, the lies. You reclaimed your unique features and you refined your delivery with finesse. You've done powerful work, and I'm so proud of the transformation that you've started. Your homework, your homework, your homework is to deliver your refined message at least 3 times this week, whether you're doing it in a meeting, whether you're delivering your refined message in a conversation, or even if you're just delivering and serving in the mirror, baby, because that works too. I want you to practice owning your space and infusing your unique features, because they are not flaws, into your delivery. Remember, your flaws are your features, and your features are your power. Your voice deserves to be heard, and your presence deserves to be felt. Your destiny is on the other side of your discomfort. So let's step into it boldly, shall we? I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to see you all next week for next week's series. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but when I do know, you'll know too. I can't wait to see how you'll continue to shine. I am Takenya. I'll see y'all next time. That was fun.